The following contest represents Colorado. Weighing in at Little Homie John.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, what is this, episode like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You've been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community and the fam out there. Appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos, and fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on. This is my brother.
Everyone, Don Chaos and Brother Lynch Hung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits, what's up, man? Don Chaos, what's up? It's your boy Brother Lynch Hung. We out here tonight. Let's go.
Fuego Flays and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here, my boy. Excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
Podcast/radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo, 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 yo. What is good, everyone? Y'all already know who this is. This is Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO. The Karma Millionaire, if you don't know, now you know. Back here with an Hours of Chaos podcast for you guys. This is episode 217, y'all. Episode 217. Of course, it's the beginning of June, y'all. So you guys know what time it is. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Yeah. Of course, tonight we are going to be joined by Lithium Queen. And then Lithium Queen and Lady Chaos have a major announcement for you guys. So yeah. So I can already see our guest is waiting in the green room. So everyone, please welcome to the show the one and only Lithium Queen. What's up?
What's up? Excuse me while I fucking cover my window so y'all don't see the glare. What are you up to?
I am just chilling.
Just chilling like a villain?
Always.
How's Amanda?
She is doing good. She's actually going to join us in a little bit.
Awesome.
So yeah, welcome to the show, of course.
I can there we go. Now I can see that. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Of course, you know what we do. You just like when we have people on the show, you just give a brief introduction, like who you are and where you're from, and then we like ask with the questions.
All right. I am Lithium Queen. I am in the Midwest. I am a adult content creator and a plus size alternative clothing model. And then recently, as of recently, I will be joining Korahor at main stage on July 6th at 6 o'clock with my group of girls. This amazing group of girls brought me in. My friend Kitty Hatchet. She's the absolute best. She's our stage mom. There's Kitty Hatchet, me, Spooky Pookie, Raggedy Ann, Yandra Doll, Jinx Raver, Ray McNabb, and Dark Karma, and together we are the Coralettes on stage with them. And that's going to be amazing. I'm going to die of heat stroke.
So you're actually making your gathering stage debut.
Yes, basically, yes. I'm terrified, but yeah. It's my first gathering as well, so... And my birthday is also the 10th, as well as Kitty's. Kitty's birthday is also the 10th. We're twins. Birthday twins.
Oh, yeah. So what are you most excited for actually at the gathering this year besides your performance?
Everything. I'm so stoked. I've wanted to go for so long, and I never thought I'd have the opportunity to. I never thought that I would have a group of people to go with. But, I met Mr. Mackenhose back in the Juggernaut days and kind of went from there. I started out at That's Clouds in the vape community on Instagram. And then I just worked my way over to Lithium Queen, and here I am. I like goth clothes, and I like to model goth t-shirts. And I happen to be a juggalette.
Hell yeah. And that's one thing about the gathering. When you go to the gathering, you gotta always try to plan out which you're gonna go see because and what you're gonna do because there's always so much to do.
Yeah, you can't do all of it. And I still have it. I don't know what all I want to do. I know I for sure want to. I saw a posting about doing tattoos that day. They were going to do free psychopathic tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
So something about that. And I want to go check that out. I don't know if I want to have a healing tattoo at the gathering, but I'd be interested to see the work.
Exactly. And I know there's so much that happens at the gathering. There's sometimes tattoo competitions. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mac was in the tattoo competition. Mr. Mackenhose. Shout out to Mr. Mackenhose. Should have won that shit, but
Mm-hmm. Of course, one thing we always make sure that people do at the gathering, especially if it's your first time, make sure you drink plenty of water, of course, during the day.
Absolutely. Definitely. Huge packs of water and coolers are my plan. Fucking fans, battery-powered fans, all that jazz. Ice packs. I don't care. I'll stick ice packs everywhere.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, which performance are you probably most excited to see? Obviously, ICP, of course.
Obviously. I'm super excited to see Hex. I'm super into Hex's music. Ouija, obviously. Everybody's got to be excited to see Ouija. But I've seen Hex and Ouija live together once, and their live performance is it's just incredible. The energy's great. He connects with the crowd really well. Fucking music you can jam to. I'm down with it. Obviously excited to see Korahor. I'm so excited.
Yeah, they've been getting a lot of crazy good acts performing. You have Sugar Hill Gang performing, if anyone remembers them back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I saw that a couple of days ago.
You have Chris Calico doing a solo set, which is dope.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Who else? I'm nervous tonight. My anxiety's like fucking with me. Who else do I want to see? I want to see everything. That's the problem. It's my first one.
Yeah, Darby is definitely really good.
That was one I was gonna mention. Yes, I can't wait to see Free Will. I've been super into them, especially today. I've been jamming out to Free Will a lot today.
Which, speaking of that, we want to congrats Darby. It's official. He's officially signed to Chapter 17.
Very much. Congrats. So,
which I saw, which I knew that, I kind of felt that was coming because I always said he'd be a good fill.
Yeah.
And he's been putting in a lot of work, so he deserves it.
Yep. Ouija mentioned that he was a hard-ass working juggalo in that post, I remember.
He is. He's always, when he's always done working on a project, him and Dev, they're on to the next project together.
Yeah, always strive for more. Keep going.
Oh, yeah.
Once you hit that groove, don't fucking stop. Push it.
Yeah, and I still think that's cool for like Ouija Mac and him, especially for this tour. They get to both tour with Isham and Violent Jade for like the guys who like paved the way for him. I think that's cool.
Exactly. That's dope as fuck. I wish I could go to that show before the gathering, but everything's got to go towards the gathering now.
Oh yeah, me and Lady Chaos are definitely going to go to that show, which I might as well announce it, y'all. I am trying to get on to host that event down here in Tampa, so fingers crossed, y'all.
Dope. Speaking of Lady Chaos, I was just going to say, where are you?
There she is.
Hey guys.
Hello. How are you?
Oh. I am fantastic. Let me tell you about it. So, are we live?
We are live.
Okay. So, a funny thing, I went and got some piercings right before the show, and like an idiot, and one of them is still bleeding. So, I don't really want to go on cam with blood everywhere.
Hey, we're juggalos. We like gory shit, right? Me and you have a very dark sense of humor together.
That is very true. But I'm going to constantly be wiping my fucking face, and I'm just like, ugh. So,
yeah. It is what it is. You're here.
Yeah. So is anybody watching?
Yes. Chipper's in the chat.
Oh, hey
I
guys.
can't even see the chat. I don't know how to do this.
Where's the hoe at? Well, your mom, I don't know where she is. But I'm sure we can find her. Oh yeah, so I went and got some piercings like not long before the show, and one of them is still bleeding. So
welcome to live streaming with
you. There, see, I got lip piercing.
I fucking love that lip color though. I can't stop.
Thank you. I got this at a fucking drugstore, dude. Oh my god, drugstore lip color. For the win. But yeah, so I normally I take blood thinner, right, because I have history of blood clots, and normally it's not a problem. I get piercings and tattoos, and it's not a big deal. But this time,
it's also a safer piercing, and there's more nerves there.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to stop. So.
If it's just a slow bleed, it should eventually.
Yeah, so.
I would ice it, actually. That could help, too.
Yeah, I've been
You've been eating ice, though, I remember.
I have been eating ice, yeah. So I think I'm just gonna, yeah.
Piercings are assholes sometimes.
They can be. I've been getting piercings for, oh my god.
forever.
25 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
And I've never had a problem.
Yeah, I don't think I've had. The only one I have had a problem with that bled like a bitch was my industrial. That's the one with the bar that connects at the top of your ear. This
Yeah, I've got
thing has
one.
been. Yeah, I've had mine for like 3 years, and the stupid fucking thing still isn't healed. Like, it'll get sore
Really?
if I lay on that side once in a while. Yeah, my ears just aren't really made for it. I have ears that stick out like fucking Dumbo, so they don't. But it's cute, so I'm like, fuck it. Keeping it. I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
But
Stubborn
anyway, I wanted to congratulate you officially on 6 years in recovery.
Oh, thank
I
you.
know.
I'm actually, I'm coming up on 7 years actually.
Then you're about 6 months ahead of me.
Yeah, in October I'm coming up on 7 years. Yeah.
Lucky number 7.
Yes.
Number 7.
I just had to randomly bring that up. I have a little spell jar sitting here that has my very first white chip on it, so it was like right there. I'm like, oh yeah, we were going to talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about quite a few things tonight, which I'm excited about.
More announcements.
So,
Yay.
yeah, we
2
have-
major announcements.
We have 2 major
Two
announcements.
major announcements. Well, my performance on stage, or well, my joining Korahor on stage rather, and our group of girls, which I already announced. Now I'm throwing shit around on my desk. Anyways, we will be on main stage at 6 on the 6th, so that'll be the second day of the gathering. So come catch us there with Korahor, and they are fucking amazing. I am absolutely addicted to their music right now, as well as all the others we were talking about. But we have an announcement, Amanda and I.
We do.
Do you want to say it, or do you want me?
You
Or
can
do we
do
want?
one of them and I'll do the other.
Okay, so we are starting a podcast. We're calling it Let's Sesh. It's just going to be a fucking chill smoke sesh. Just a couple of juggalettes chilling, smoking, talking about new music. Possibly, hopefully, interviewing some new music. Just kind of a chill podcast for juggalettes. I don't see any other juggalettes on YouTube, really. And
Exactly, and that's the reason, y'all. Now you guys know why Lady Chaos has been like my co-host a little bit, because she's been like, I've been pretty much preparing her for when she does her own show too.
I'm still getting used to the live shit, as y'all can tell, but I'll get there.
Yeah, so yeah, we're doing Let's Sesh. It's
Yes.
apostrophe LETTES, like juggalettes sesh.
Sesh.
So we'll be doing that sesh. So yeah, like she said, it'll be a smoke sesh, and we're just gonna chill and hang out and talk about whatever the fuck we feel like talking about. And the other thing we're doing is a Facebook/Discord, Facebook group and a Discord server, and we're doing Let's Recover. Same spelling, Let's, but Recover. And it's for Let's in Recovery. It's for everybody really, but it's for Let's in Recovery who don't have, who don't have
A support system.
A support system. And because there's a lot of juggalos and juggalettes in recovery. And,
Yes, there are. So many more than people realize.
Woody's doing his thing with the Open Hearted Juggalos in Recovery. Shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic group. But we kind of wanted to target juggalettes, in particular. And because, sometimes women just need other women.
Right.
And
that's a lot like.
It's for everybody. We will not turn anyone away.
Hell no. We're
But
juggalos.
We are geared
That's
towards
like.
and we want, Yeah, exactly. We're never going to turn anyone away. But we want to gear towards
We don't
women
discriminate.
and
Exactly.
create a really strong army of women in recovery that we can all count on,
Yes.
you know? That we can all count on each other. So that's where we're at with that. So stay tuned for those things. Those are coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
And Lithium Queen and I will be running them. And it's going to be freaking awesome. We're really excited.
Yes.
So
It'll give me some new stuff to focus on. New stuff to focus on,
Same.
to prepare for the gathering, shit to do. It feels good to be productive.
Yep.
Don't like
it really
stagnancy.
does, yeah. Chipper wants to help out, and yes, we will take all the help we can get. Thank you for offering.
Yes. Absolutely.
I guess Gabe's happy too.
Oh yeah, Gabe wants to help. He's all excited.
Also, I cannot see the chat, so just letting y'all know I am not being snobby or whatever. I just can't see.
Yeah, I'll like pull up the chat like when I see stuff.
Yeah, thank you. That would be dope, yeah. Any help is appreciated.
Absolutely. Chip is a very, very nice person. Like, he's one of the coolest lows I know. For serious, he's aside from my man, he is probably the coolest juggalo that I know. So like, yeah, he's a fantastic human being. Gabe.
Other than him, I really don't know a whole lot, honestly, of juggalos in recovery. But that's just because of where I am. I'm so remote. I don't even know a whole lot of juggalos. I know Mr. McInhose, and through him, I've met so many more, and I feel very happy about that. Very happy about my first gathering.
Me and you, Jess.
Huh?
Yeah, me and Jess have known each other. Me and Jess have known each other for years. For those that don't know,
it'll be because Cadence just turned 4 on the 21st, so it'll be 5-6 years, close to that. Holy shit! It's been that long. Damn, that makes me feel even older.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
I know, dude. We're getting old. Oh God, we're getting old.
Yes. But you know what? We'll keep it young at heart. Fuck it. Fuck it, bucket.
Yeah. Oh my God, totally.
Or
like,
as I,
mentally,
or as the saying I goes, or as I say, you're a young heart, but you're an old soul, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And John is an old soul for sure. He really, really
Old
is.
souls are the best. They give the best advice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I'll say stuff that, and Lady Chaos will be like, "How the hell do you know that?"
It's true. You've done it to me on a couple occasions. Yes.
So I just wanted to point out
what is up,
that Chip
Scotty?
says y'all are so awesome, and some of my favorite Juggalo homies. We love you, Chip. So yeah, I might have to take this piercing out. I might have to, because he hit a spot where it's just
I was gonna suggest that. Sorry, my CNA comes out all of the time. That's my vanilla job, so that's what I do, vanilla life.
That's what I was hoping for, because like, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like he probably hit a nerve good. That can happen really easily with like tongue piercings too. They'll hit a nerve and it doesn't stop bleeding. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'd take you to my piercer, but I can't stretch that far.
No, it's okay. I just wish I hadn't done it like right before the show. Like a freaking dumbass. Oh, yeah. So anyway, back to the.
Yeah, we were gonna do it tomorrow.
Chip's like, hello.
Oh man. I need a new
So,
tattoo.
Yeah, you want to ask with the new question?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Who's asking questions?
Oh, I was like, yeah, Lady Chaos is going to get her 17th. Oh, Lady Chaos is going to get her 17th tattoo, and her. What's your 17th tattoo going to be, sweetheart?
My 17th tattoo is going to be the Chapter 17 logo, but with a twist. It's gonna be. It's really cool. Don, do you have a picture of it that you can show?
Is it that black generic one, or is it the one that's like your hoodie?
It's not the black generic one. It's the one with the moon and the two skeleton, the two skeleton people.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, she doesn't want a generic. She doesn't want a generic one.
No, I don't want it to be generic. I really don't. One of my biggest pet peeves, one of my biggest turnoffs is what's the plural word for generic?
Basic.
Generic?
I don't know. Generic, yeah. It, technically, yes.
Generic. I hate generic.
Proper English.
Lakeland Lunacy's in the house. Oh shit.
Who's in the house?
Woo, hell yeah. It's been a while. Lakeland Lunacy. I haven't seen you in forever, dude.
Oh no, Lithium Queen lost her
Now
vape.
that you're here. So now that you're here, Lakeland, Lady Chaos and Lithium Queen are starting their own podcast. So Lakeland, we're gonna need you to get back into artwork, man.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we need you, dude. We need you. Yes.
I lost my nicotine, y'all. This ain't good.
How do you lose nicotine? What?
My vape. I lost my vape.
Oh.
I'm a basic bitch. I vape. I'm a basic bitch. I know. There we go.
What's up, Shanzi?
What's up, Shanzi?
What up, Shanzi?
Shouts to Shanzi. Shanzi's awesome.
Did you take it out?
No.
You didn't?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. No.
You're not ready to throw in the towel yet.
I am not. I paid money for this, so like I don't wanna just be like psh, no.
I feel it. I did that with my industrial.
Hard-earned money for it.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like I can go back and be like, hey, I just take it out. Can I get my money back? So.
They might redo it for you, but I wouldn't trust them to redo it.
Well, he's pierced me before, and he went in this exact same spot that
scar tissue can tend to bleed a little bit more, actually.
Okay. So
yeah. Every piercing that I have, except for my lip piercing, I've had done more than once, at least twice. All of them, which is really sad. That's true. I've had to take them out for something at one point or another, for a job or whatever, and had to get them re-pierced.
Yeah.
I miss piercings. I like my body mod.
So you lost your body mod?
Thing. I said I like my body mods. They're my thing.
Oh, you like your body mod? Yeah, me too. I'm a very big fan of body modification. So, like, yeah.
Always.
I've been doing it.
The only problem is eventually I'm going to run out of skin and there's going to be too many ideas. And I don't know. We're going to have to figure out cloning or something.
Right? Yeah,
that would be terrifying. We don't need any more of me. There's a lot of stupid people we don't need any more of too, so let's not do that. Let's have a plague instead. How about that? Like an actual plague, not no COVID, but a real plague.
Guess who? Guess who got hit up to for sponsorship? From a video game. For a video game.
A video game. I'm guessing you. That is dope as fuck.
Right?
That is dope. Congrats.
Okay, Sean, thank you. I'll get into that in just a second. Sean James wants to know, would it be wise for me to get a piercing at 48 years old? This question is for everyone. Age doesn't necessarily matter. I'm 42.
It doesn't. Does not matter.
It just depends on where you get it, what kind of medication you're on, all that kind of shit.
Right. And your anatomy, whether the piercing is going to work with that or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Age doesn't really factor into body modification at all, except for when it comes to skin elasticity. And that's just with tattoos. Piercings, you don't really have to worry about that as much. From what I know. Don't quote me. I am not a piercer. I am not an expert. I am not licensed. I am just very heavily body modded.
It's true. And Lakeland, that wrench is coming right back to you. I'll see to it.
Yep.
Stupid people survive. Exactly. That's why I'm saying we need something better than COVID. COVID did. COVID wasn't enough. I guess. Shit, I'm sorry. I'm so morbid. I don't know whether I'm offending people or.
Nah.
Who cares? My cat wants to say hello, apparently. Hi, Captain.
Looks like one of our cats.
He's
Aww, what
a badass.
Looks like our cat.
He kills things and brings them onto the back porch. Last time it was a fucking barn owl. That was fantastic.
That's a badass cat.
A barn owl?
He even looks like a pirate. He had surgery on one of his ears and it won't stand up now. So it just lays down and he looks like a little pirate. His name's Captain.
That is so cute.
He had the name when I adopted him. But yeah, that's my baby. Other than my actual baby, that's my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Lake Chaos, that's basically our children. Our animals are basically our children.
Fuck yeah. They are.
Yeah.
They're family too.
So. Yeah. So,
and they can be annoying like kids sometimes too.
Oh yeah. Yes, they can. Especially Gabe. He's always all up in my fucking face. Meow, meow, meow. I'm like, okay, bruh.
He demands attention 24/7.
Yeah, he does.
I totally forgot to shout out. I went to the Kung Fu Vampire show the other night, and Willie Hayes was there. So I got to see him perform, and he had the dopest, like, limited edition stickers. These bitches say, I fucking love this. I breathe reefer and take oxygen breaks. It's my favorite sticker.
I saw it. That is so awesome.
It's one of the limited ones because it's gold, and then I got one of the regular white ones as well. I'm gonna put those with my poster. But yeah, shout out to Willie Hayes and Kung Fu Vampire. That show was dope as fuck. Good night. Definitely good night out.
Oh yeah. And for those that don't know, it's either Fago Gang or Don't Bang.
Of course. Of course. You can't leave without your Fago Gang sticker.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Oh, that's a sticker. I thought it was a condom.
No,
It's actually a sticker.
I got the
so
sticker hookup from Willie Hayes, man. I got the sticker fucking hookup. I'm a sticker whore.
I would sell.
Shit.
I would sell like to see those as condoms.
They would make dope. Hey, there you go, merch idea. Have at it.
Right?
Make some condoms, Fago Gang. I bet those bitches would sell at the gathering. I bet they would. Oh, fuck. Look at me promoting. Anyways.
Safe sex. Yay. Okay, so what were we talking about? I said I'd get into it.
The group? The Let's
Probably.
Recover group.
Yeah, so that's gonna be on Facebook.
See, it's an idea. It's a dope idea. I'd do it.
It is, and we're doing it. Oh, the condoms, yeah, the condoms are a great idea. But okay, so we're doing Let's Recover on Facebook and Discord. If you're interested in helping us get off the ground, let me or Lithium Queen or even Dawn know, and we'll find something for you to do. If you are really familiar with Discord, we could use your help. So yeah.
Yes, I'm terrible.
I'm helping foresee this stuff too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you are in recovery and are looking for a place to go, we'll hit one of us up, and we will gladly put you in the right direction. As far as Let's Sesh, that will be on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. When did we decide to have that?
I don't think we decided on a date.
We didn't? Okay. We need to decide on a premiere.
I think Wednesday would be perfect.
I think Wednesdays would be good as well. I mean, it's hump day. Midweek, we can talk about what's been going on in the week and what's going to go on in the rest of the week. And
right.
I think that would be a good idea. So, yes.
I agree.
Let's do Wednesdays. Wednesdays at like 8 p.m. Well, no, you said Cadence. So you said, sorry, I didn't mean to dox you.
You're good. Just an hour later, basically.
So like
9 it would be. Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that works for you.
It does. So 9 p.m. Okay. 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesdays, and we will premiere next Wednesday.
Yes.
Yes. So Wednesday, write this down. Wednesday, because I'll forget, or
I'd have to go into my calendar. You mean actually write something down like a normal human being should.
Wednesday the 7th, Wednesday June 7th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's Sesh will be premiering on Twitch and YouTube, and links will be in the description.
Yes.
And if you guys do any artwork, like if anyone's watching does artwork, if you want to do artwork for the Let's Recover and the Let's Sesh show, just hit them up.
Yes, we need artists. We need Discord people. We need people.
We need people. We just need people.
We need juggalos and juggalettes to step up and
pull each other out.
So, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Help pull each other up, not bring each other down.
Exactly.
Congrats. That's dope. Any recovery time is to be celebrated.
Absolutely.
Gotta celebrate the little victories.
If you have 24 hours clean, give yourself a pat on the back because you are a miracle.
Exactly.
And I wanted to shout out the Hubble Abung, and he just celebrated 3 years last week.
Yes.
So I want to shout him
Shout out to him.
Go check out Hubble Abung's show on YouTube. We'll post a link in the description. And
yes.
He's a very his
wife.
girlfriend, I think she's his girlfriend.
Very cool. On him, Mr. McInhost turned me on him. Sorry.
Mr. Mac. Yeah. Oh, okay. So there you go. Very cool guy. Really nice, down to earth. And he just celebrated 3 years. So
congrats to him.
Shout out to Hubble Abung. Yes. What else?
Shout out to Corhor and the Corlettes, all of us. I named us off earlier. I don't want to spam, but we're the shit. But yeah, check us out at the Gathering main stage. Second day, 6 p.m., July 6th.
Hell yeah.
The Corlets will be on stage with Korihor. Check out their music. It's dope as fuck. We'll have links for that.
That's awesome.
I'm nervous, but it'll be awesome. It'll be fun.
And I wanted to also shout out Sean James. I don't know if you did, but he's got 2.5 years. He's creeping up on 2.5 years clean.
Yes.
So shout out to you,
I saw his
Sean.
comment there.
Yes. Way to go, dude. That's miraculous.
Yes.
Congrats to you. So yeah.
So let's get the audience familiar with Lithium. So let's ask with the questions like
On with the interview.
So first I'm gonna ask is like Lithium, like if you can remember what was like the first like piece of music you remember like that grasps your attention, whether it's something your parents were listening to or someone in your family.
It would have been one of my first MySpace friends, actually. Like one of my first, MySpace crushes or boyfriends or whatever. I was seeing, and it would have been Carnival of Carnage, actually, their first album. I don't remember which track it was, to be honest, but I remember the album cover vividly because the cotton candy, and I just can't with the cotton candy colors. Love it. So it's always been kind of a favorite. I don't know. He was the one who introduced me to it. Back in high school, I'm in a really rural area, and there's not many juggalos here. And the ones that are here aren't the best of people. So I kind of fell out of the scene for quite a few years until I met Mr. McInhose. And I started meeting other juggalos from there and kind of built up a following in the vape community and on Instagram. From there, I started my alternative modeling. And then I met some of the coolest juggalettes I've ever met in my life. Online, of course, but still counts just as much. That would be the girls that I'm going to be on stage with, the Corlettes. Kitty Hatchet, Spooky Pookie, Raggedy Ann, Yandra Doll, Jinx Raver, Ray McNabb, Dark Karma, and me. Just wanted to shout them out again. On stage with Korihor. I totally went on a tangent and forgot where I was going. Who introduced me to the scene? Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Oh yeah. All right, babe. You ask the next question.
So I don't even know the answer to this. What attracted you to the scene? Like, how old were you when you first discovered that you were a juggalette? And what brought you to the scene?
It was definitely, it was at first when I was 16, 17, when I came into listening to the music, it was the family vibe, the unity, that people actually have your back and actually give a shit. Because I wasn't used to that. I was used to people being fake and saying that they give a shit and not putting any action behind it. But in the last, I want to say 10 years, I've only come across a few juggalos that weren't amazing. Like, they're the best human beings. I don't know. I just fucking love my juggalos.
Yeah.
They were my first, like, fans that I guess you would call them fans that I came across on Instagram that followed me. They've always had my back. I've lost so many fucking accounts. It's not even funny. I've switched aliases, stage names, whatever you would like to call that, once. And I've had the same following follow me from account to account, some of them. And I just can't say how much I appreciate that. Nobody but juggalos do that. Not in my world.
Very true.
I appreciate that.
Follow-up question. What was the first ICP song you ever heard that you remember being like, oh, holy shit, I gotta hear more?
Honestly, I just fell in love so hard that it meshed together for quite a while.
Yeah.
I was just, I don't know. You know, when you get obsessed, I'm one of those people that'll take an album and fucking put it on repeat forever and ever and ever. Malenko was probably what I had on repeat for the longest, I would say.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah.
And that was well, technically my first clown show was the Malenko and Friends tour. So that was just in 2018? Yeah, 2018. So that was my first clown show. That was my first Faygo shower. That was everything. By the way, fucking, what is it? It's one of the diet Faygos. It
It's
fucking
really good for
conditions the shit out of your hair. Makes
what
it
I've been
soft
hearing.
as fuck. I swear by it.
It's either Diet Cola or Diet root beer.
It's the Diet Cola. No, it's the Diet root beer. Diet root beer. It's the root beer. Makes your hair soft as fuck. Mine was bleached and blue at the time, and it conditioned it. I shit you not.
Oh, wow.
Try it. Seriously. Pro tip. Pro tip. Go have a Faygo shower. Your hair will feel better.
I have another question. When did you start doing 18 plus content?
I started that, I want to say it's been a little over 3 years ago.
Okay.
It kind of started as a joke, really. It was a dare, basically. Somebody said something like, oh, you would never fucking start a premium Snapchat. You'd never do that shit. Don't dare me to do shit. And then I was dumb and did it. I fucked around and found out. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. You gain confidence, and it makes you comfortable with things that you never thought you'd be comfortable with before, like being on a fucking live stream on YouTube. I know I wouldn't have done that before. I don't know. It helps.
I still don't think I would be doing like a podcast because I have like so much anxiety and it's crazy.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, so back in the day, I used to sing a lot better than I sing now. And there were like small town bars around, and one of my exes, his aunt was a DJ, and we would go around to the small town bars, and she did karaoke, and she always wanted me to sing, so I would, but I would sit either behind one of the speakers, or there was one bar in particular, I would sit on the side of the stage. I could not look at the audience. If I had to sing, I couldn't look at you. I just couldn't do it. I don't know how I'm going to survive the gathering, but I'm going to fucking do it, and I'm going to rock it.
Hell yeah.
Got to. I have amazing girls behind me, so I don't know how I won't.
Yeah, you are going to rock it. I'm excited for you. Very excited.
We have a question from Chipper.
Never turn down a Faygo shower, Chipper. That's all I have to say. Never turn it down. There's never a bad time for a Faygo shower. In fact, I won a wet t-shirt contest for the gathering that we couldn't have because of COVID with Faygo and a Faygo shower. It's great. That was so much fun. Do you guys remember the internet gathering in the Matrix? Please tell me people remember that.
I don't, but I don't know anything, so.
Well, CPN and Roxy put it on. They organized it.
Roxy Red?
Yes, Roxy Red.
Okay.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they put it on. There was a lot of they had live performances on there. It was live streamed. It was kind of a little production that they did. They put a lot into it. But yeah, we were all pissed off because we couldn't gather. So I remember that was the year that Mr. McInhose had all of our friends come and stay at our place because it was kind of in the middle of where everybody was from. So there was like a group of I don't remember, 5 or 6 of us, and we all watched Get 'em live stream, and I joined in on the wet t-shirt contest, and they gave out trophies. I can't help but troll it. It was a good time, though. It was a good time. Yep.
Awesome.
And how did you discover ICP, babe?
Yeah, I haven't heard this story.
Oh, okay. So it was like late night. It was like 97, 98. I can't remember which. But it was before I graduated from high school. Some of my friends were getting into ICP, and they were playing. I remember being in my friend's car and hearing The Great Malenko, like in its entirety, and I liked it, but I was just like, okay, that's cool. And so I liked it, and I thought it was cool. But then I got into the punk scene. So fast forward a couple years, when Jekyll Brothers came out, I heard the Cholito skit, and that's what really grabbed me because it made me laugh so really fucking hard. And even then, I was still just like, okay, ICP, whatever, cool. I didn't really start identifying as a juggalette until I met Dawn. And
same with my ex, same.
Yeah, like I met him. I had no idea who he was or what he did, and I just said, "Oh, this guy's really interesting, and he's really cute." At least I think he is, because his profile picture at the time was him wearing a mask, so I couldn't really see his full face. So I was like, "Oh, I gotta get to know this."
I think
guy.
I remember that. I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, you would. I think you would know what picture I'm talking about. Yeah. So I started messaging him. We started talking, and he's like, and like a few days later, he's like, "Oh, I do a show on YouTube. Why don't you go check it out?" So I watched his show, and that's when I discovered who he was and like what stuff that he was doing. And I was like, "Well, this guy. Not only is he really fun to watch, even though I did fall asleep."
She felt bad.
I felt bad, but he was cool to watch. But I was like, wow, he's really hot, and so I just decided to like keep messaging him. And it's funny because segue into the story of Dawn and I, he played hard to get, so I chased him. I had to chase him, and
this is true.
Why does that not surprise me?
So
you should know, Jess. You know me. I'm very shy.
Yeah,
you are very shy. Yes.
I laid it down and I was like, "Look." After a little bit of chasing, I was like, "Look, okay." So yeah, that's that. And then, so like getting with him, getting involved in the scene. Like that's when I got involved in the scene. I always knew what the counterculture was about. I just never really like. I was a closeted juggalette for all those years, because when I started identifying as a juggalette, like I now feel normal.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Normal.
I can definitely
and find out that we have a lot of morals, like the punk scene and stuff.
Yeah, it's very similar.
It is. I was more into the hard rock, like Disturbed direction, but I completely agree. Like in that culture, when you're in a mosh pit, somebody falls down, you pick them the fuck up right then and there, so they can continue to rock the fuck out with you, and that is what juggalos do too.
Same with the punk scene, that happens too.
Yes,
I've been picked up many a time. And
it rules of the mosh pit.
It's great. It's wonderful. And I love being around. I'm a man's woman. I hang around Jews, and I love the fact that I can do that now, but at the same time, there's a lot of really fucking awesome women in this scene that I can fucking count on.
I have never found a community that has other women that I can click with and feel like I can trust or vibe with at all, really, other than juggalos. Like,
exactly.
That's
exactly it.
Yeah, we're kind of the shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that.
Oh,
So yeah, Lady Chaos used to hold her own in those pits. She tells me stories.
I bet she fucking did. I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see you throwing some elbows.
Yes, back in my younger days, I would get down, man. Yeah, that was fun.
Her other best story I love that she tells me is when everyone beat it up on this neo-Nazi at the show.
Oh yeah, so I was at this show and
That's always a good time.
There was this guy. There was this group of neo-Nazis there, and we were all in the pit, and one of them straight punched me in the face, and I went down, and a couple of guys picked me up, gently pushed me out of the pit, and they proceeded to wipe the floor with him.
Good.
I was like,
that's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, so they beat his ass and then kicked the whole group out. So I was like, all right, I can do that.
And that's one of the good things about Juggalos is we have morals. We accept everyone as long as you're not a pedophile or a racist.
Right.
Yes. If you're a juggalo, you accept everybody. Period. Point blank. If you're not a fucking disgusting piece of trash human, then you're welcome.
Yeah. That's one thing I love about the Juggalo scene is that, everyone is welcome. As long as you have a good moral compass,
exactly.
You're welcome. And, we love everyone. So I love that.
Hey, QB and Mommy, I haven't seen your username in a while. Whoop whoop.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, hi, QB and Mommy. Nice to see you. I've never seen you before.
That's my friend that lives in Colorado now, but she's the one I told you, honey, that's originally from here in Florida, and she used to live in Leesburg.
Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Yeah, Lady Chaos has had fun at the few Juggalo shows she's been to. Like, when she went to her first, Juggalo-esque event, she saw how much everyone takes care of each other. Everyone was making sure she was taken care of, and even Cody Manson made sure she was taken care of.
Yeah, we went to see Twisted. It was the Certified Psychos tour, and we were there, and after Cody Manson's set, I was in my wheelchair that night because I wasn't feeling well, and we were by the merch table, and he came up to me and was like, "Hey, are you okay? Do you need anything?" I was just like, "Dude, that's really sweet." Like, he is a very nice guy.
That
and I've
reminds
experienced nothing but that kind of treatment.
Yes. That reminds me,
Bonnie said, "Don't let me down. Don't let him fool you."
What was that? You were breaking up a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I said, Shanzi said, "Don't let me to die once. Don't let him fool you."
So my never ever going back, never switching up moment was actually because of Ouija. I have to say this. When my daughter was born, she was in the NICU for 5.5 weeks, and so I stayed in the NICU with her. And Mr. McInhose and I stayed in Omaha to be close to her. And he was doing a show nearby in Lincoln. So Mr. McInhose went to the show, and he met Ouija, and Ouija made a little video for me to kind of, cheer me up. And he said he wanted us to turn up at the next show. I don't care if there's a baby hanging out of your butt. And I will forever love him for that. That helped me through the NICU, and I cannot put into words how much that means. I recently got to thank him in person, very, very briefly. I scared the shit out of him, and he dropped all of his toothpicks, and I am very sorry. I would like to apologize for that. But yeah, I had to thank you.
See, that's why I don't get how people can hate Ouija. He's like just the most nicest, chill, humble dude out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really nice guy. I mean, I've never met him, but from what I've seen and like what I've heard people say, he's super fucking nice. Just nicest guy you can meet.
He's amazing. Yeah.
And as you say, babe, when he's on that stage, he's 10 feet tall.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is.
When I
He
saw him,
is.
that's the first thing that came to mind. I was like, when that man is on that stage, he is 10 feet tall. That man has such stage presence. It's insane.
Yes. I was taken aback when I saw him in person. I was like, you look so much bigger. Dude, I love him so much. Oh my gosh. Anyways. That was a great show. That would have been the Ouija next show.
About Ouija. Ouija's like always like he's very diverse. He's like ICP. He doesn't just do crazy off the top wall type shit. Like he talks about mental health, babbling, addiction, and stuff. Like I tell people, he would have been the music for like my teenage years. Like when he talked about dealing with depression, I was like, that would have been like the soundtrack to my teen years.
Yes. It honestly, okay, so when I was in the NICU, it was when Wasteland came out. And that shit, for some reason, right now, is reminding me of how Linkin Park felt in like 8th and 9th grade when they came out with their first and second albums. Like, those kind of feels.
Yeah.
Like, it really got me through shit. Anyways. Not to kiss anybody's ass or anything.
Yeah, like the song that's been really sticking out to me is that song off of Detritus. They don't like me now. They don't like me now. That's like my jam.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's actually one of my favorites, off of the album.
And that's one thing I noticed about Ouija. He's been singing like a lot lately, and he has a good singing voice.
I said that. Okay, so oh my fucking god, I keep forgetting I have a broken hand. Anyways, so on Wasteland, it would have been track 12, and for the fucking life of me, I don't remember track names, as you saw earlier. But that track, he sang in, and it had a Korn vibe to me. Like, that's the vibe I got from the song. What the fuck is the name of it? Somebody help me. Track 12 on Wasteland. But anyways, that song, yes, he's so diverse. He can do a lot of shit, and I made that exact comment when I first heard that song. I was like, this is why I like him so much. Yeah.
Right.
I'm all out of questions.
But my personal favorite Ouija song, when people always ask me, like the song that really grabs me and hits me in the heart and feels, is that song Denial off Gutter Water. It goes, knocking on heaven's door, ain't nobody answering.
Track 12 is called Just Go.
Then that's not the right one.
Look at that.
I will find it when we're done. I'm so bad with track names, it's not even funny. I'm bad with anything to do with memory right now, actually. Sleep deprivation does.
Oh, it's a bitch, yeah.
It is. Lithium Queen needs to sleep more.
That's a good question. Is how did you come up with the name Lithium Queen?
So it was actually one of my first usernames back in like the AIM days and MSN Messenger and shit. And it comes originally from a title of an Evanescence song. I used to be obsessed with Amy Lee and Evanescence. I wanted to be Amy Lee more than anything in my life.
I still love Evanescence and Amy Lee.
I mean, I really hate to say this, but their new shit sucks. Like, it sucks hard. I hate that I have to say that.
I haven't heard anything new from them in a while, but Evanescence from the early 2000s.
Yes.
Like the 90s.
Their first 3 albums, yes. Well, it ended up to where the lead singer, Amy Lee, she was the only original member left in the band. Everybody else left. Literally, every other member left.
Yep.
And got replaced. So she's the only one left. And their newest album, there's one good song. And that's it. In my opinion. I forgot what my point was with that. Fuck. What was the question again? Stoner moment. You don't remember
even? I don't even know.
Oh, how you came up with the name Lithium Queen.
Oh, Lithium Queen, yeah. And then it applies even harder now because I'm mentally ill and lithium is an actual thing. It is a chemical in your brain and it does affect your mental health. So yeah, Lithium Queen I am.
Hell yeah.
That's where that started.
And you were wondering
I
what
don't know.
track 12 off of Wasteland is. I looked it up. It's called Yeah Yeah.
That's not it either. Then what the fuck am I thinking of? I will find it. I think it's almost something. I want to say. I have to look at a playlist. Bad.
Here, I'll send you the playlist.
Yeah, Lady Chaos has been like on a real, like, she's been digging hard, and we like at first when she first met, she's like, okay, this guy's cool, and then when she was hearing him more, and she's like, damn, this guy's dope.
I get hooked on shit and I'll repeat it until I can't anymore, and then I move on. I'm really annoyed to go on road trips with.
What's the last number of your phone number?
Me?
Yeah,
you. 3 times. 2? It's a 2?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Why? What's up?
I'm sending you the track list.
Let me see.
I don't see you. Did you send it already?
No, anyway, continue while I figure this shit out.
Okay. Dude, my cat's yelling at me already. What do you want? Don, you're loading. And Lady Chaos is gone, and now I'm the only one in here. Cool! Well, what's up, guys? I mean, you're not wrong, Shanti. I don't know where the fuck everybody went and why I'm here by myself. I'm like the most boring person out of the 3 of us. So I don't know if I'm supposed to wait or what we're doing here. Okay, well, we're going over an hour, so I guess Lithium Queen's gonna go ahead and close out the show if I can figure out how. Fuck. I don't know. Thanks for joining, guys. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I apologize. Whoop whoop. Love all y'all.
Hold on, y'all. There we go.
All right. Yeah, we lost internet.
Yeah, so I'm just going to join on my phone for a bit. I reset the router, so Lithium, if you're still watching, you can join now. Should be working now. Sorry about that, y'all.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, to reset the routers, but they're good now.
Alright.
Gotta love technology, y'all.
Yeah.
We think we might have a down power thing, y'all. I mean, it's supposedly raining, or maybe a power thing went out. I mean, we do live in Florida.
Can you send her the link again?
Yes. I can definitely do that. Yeah. Let's see. All right, there we go. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but yeah.
We were using my internet my mobile hotspot got throttled, so it kicked us off.
Yep, but it's good now.
Yep. So
yeah.
Did you send her the link?
I did. All right, now I can jump back on my computer since I reset the routers.
Okay.
So I'll be back.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. All right, there we go. That's better.
Alright, she's gonna come back in a minute.
Okay. We apologize, y'all.
Sorry, guys.
Fucking internet. One thing you guys can guarantee, when you live in Florida, you're prone to internet connections a lot for some reason.
Yeah, internet fails a lot because of the weather.
Yes. So if we move in the country, y'all here, and if we move in the country here in Florida, if we're prone to have internet issues, you guys will know why. So for those that don't know, I mentioned earlier, honey, that I'm trying to get hosted at the Three-Headed Monster tour. So fingers crossed, y'all.
I'm trying to get him hosted. Yeah.
Because
I'm trying to handle a lot of that stuff.
Because your boy wants to start hosting stuff.
Yeah.
And your boy's constantly always working, y'all.
Oh yeah, he's one of the hardest working guys I know. And he's like the hardest working juggalo I know.
Well,
always working on something.
And I put it on for this culture and this community that we have so much.
Yeah. So yeah, just a reminder, Let's Sesh will be premiering Wednesday the 7th on my Twitch and my YouTube, and I do believe on Lithium Queen's YouTube as well. So we'll put links in the description.
Exactly. So while we wait for her to come back, do you want to touch on some other topics?
Yeah.
First and foremost, we want to congratulate Darby O'Trill for signing officially to Chapter 17.
Yeah, whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Darby works hard. That man puts on a great show. He's a hard worker, and he's got bars. So congratulations, Darby.
And he has one of the hottest producers in the game, Dev.
Yes.
So now just imagine it. Now on Chapter 17, we have Ouija, Hex, and now Darby. Holy shit.
I know. It's a fucking power. It's a power team.
Yep.
They're a power group. Yeah, very excited.
Yep, because Dev and Darby be putting it down for the swamps down here in Florida.
No.
Straight swampalos, as we say.
Yeah. Swampalos and swampalos.
Swamp ass, y'all.
Yeah, God, swamp ass is a real thing, my friend.
I don't think I've had to experience that down here, but then again, I don't know.
You will.
You will.
Give it time.
But I heard it is worse in Tennessee.
I don't know. I've been to Tennessee, and I would have to say that it's worse here.
Yeah. Now, if you had to pick, like, I've been told in Tennessee, it can get really, really hot.
It can. I think the hottest summer I ever went through was when I lived in my hometown of San Jose, California, and in the valley. It got to, I think it was like 115 degrees.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and we didn't have air conditioning. My dad was too cheap to put in a fucking air conditioner. So we had the fans facing, like, blowing out. And so that's that. It was terrible. It was one of the hottest, I think it was like the hottest summer on record.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was so terrible.
Yeah, that's one thing I always heard is that the valley gets, like, really hot.
Yeah, the valley. Yes, I grew up in the valley. I am a valley girl. But, yeah, it gets really nasty hot in the valley.
Well, in the valley, isn't that, like, close to also, like, Nevada a little bit and stuff?
Well, no, the valley is another term for down the mountain, like, down the mountain, or it's an actual valley, because we're down below the mountains. So it's an actual valley, and it's for some reason, well, I know why. It's because, you know, we're not at a high enough altitude to where it gets cold, so the heat just fucking stagnates, and so yeah, the valley gets really hot. So
yeah, I think you even told me there's times where it would even get cold there.
Oh yeah, I mean there's a famous saying. The coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco, and that's very true. I mean, I lived in South San Francisco for a while, and the summers there were very cold. So that's very true.
So in the summer, it seems like it cooled down a little bit there, which is good.
Yeah, the summertime in San Francisco is not that bad. For some reason, winter there is really hot.
Yeah. And it's funny because here in Florida in winter and
summer
fall,
is really cool.
it's in the winter and fall here and spring, it's not bad. The only time it's bad down here in Florida is the summer.
Yeah. Yeah, Florida does have some nice weather. It's really not that bad. It gets a bad rap.
Exactly. Like if you guys want really good weather, you can get it nice in the winter and fall where it's nice during the day, but then at night it's nice and cooler to where you can have your windows open and it feels good.
Yeah.
We still get looked at y'all by locals when we're like wearing shorts in the middle of winter. It will be like 50 or 60 degrees and the locals will be asking us, aren't you guys cold? It's like, no.
No.
Let's just say, y'all, good weather for me, like especially because I'm from Colorado, good weather for us is anything from the 40s up to at least 80 or 89. Anything above that is too hot. But at least for me, because all our buys are different, good weather for me is anything in the 40s up to at least 80. Anything above 80 is too hot for me.
Yeah, I don't like hot weather. I mean, it makes sense for me to be cold because I can always put more clothes on, but you can only take so much off before you get arrested.
Yep.
So, cold weather is for me.
And because our house, y'all, it gets hot in here quick, but it can get cold in here quick, but we'd rather to be cooler in here because the second you turn off any type of cool air in this house, it gets super hot really quick.
Super hot, yeah. Whew.
And we prefer, and it's been scientifically proven that cold air is good for your body.
It's good for sleep because your body temperature lowers when you sleep. So if you sleep in an environment that's cooler, you will sleep better and you will fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer.
Facts. Oh, there she is. She's back.
Welcome back.
So the song is Dead Diary. I was way the fuck off.
That is a good song.
Yes. I get a Korn vibe from that song, and his voice is fucking just, it's a thing. It's perfect. Anyway. What's up?
We are just chilling now and just hanging out.
Who we got in the chat?
I think.
Did I scare everybody off?
No, I think when we lost internet, everybody thought that we were done. So, yeah.
Yeah, we had to reset. Yeah, we lost internet for a bit, so I had to reset the routers.
Luckily, I'm right next to my extender, so.
I am too.
I hate that I need one, but I have Corn-Fi, basically. It works when it wants to.
Yeah,
as much as it can in the middle of cornfields.
Yeah, for you guys who wonder where she's at, there's basically cornfields, and there's the Velisca Axe Murder House. That's all you need to know.
Well, that, and then I grew up in a house that was haunted as fuck by probably the dude that did it, but they could never prove it, so. But that's where my house sat. It sat on the grounds that he used to live on, which was fun.
Speaking of that, tell us about that. I always love hearing the story.
Fuck me. So in 8th, I've always been fucking morbid and obsessed with murder and mystery and shit and true crime, you know. So it was like 8th grade, I think. I was doing an English project and I decided to, for some reason, do it on the Velisca Axe murders. And I was going through old newspaper articles And it turns out, okay, so what happened was there's a family of 5 in Villisca, Iowa. And this is back in like the fucking early 1900s, I think, if I remember correctly.
1912.
Okay, so I was, yeah. And there was a family of 5. They had 2 other kids that were staying in the house with them, so total it was 7. But somebody that they think somebody hid in the house while the family went to church. They came home and then went to bed, and then after they went to bed, this person murdered everybody in the house and then disappeared. And their prime suspect was a minister from a very small town in Iowa, and then it listed my address as where his church was.
Damn.
The house that I grew up in, I could not sleep in my bedroom alone. Like I would sleep on the couch. Literally, that was my bed because I refused to sleep in my room. It scared the fuck out of me. And then I was dumb enough to play with a Ouija board in it with some friends one day. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Just don't. Not a good idea.
Or don't. I tell people don't play with a Ouija board unless you know how to handle it. Because I've watched people do videos and they forget to close the Ouija board and end it. I'm like,
that's
don't
exactly
do
what
that.
I did. That's exactly what I did wrong. Yeah, it was before I knew how to correctly operate one.
So what's
With
like the
concert
creepy
or
vibes?
just don't do it. Oh
So
man.
What's the creepy vibes you would get in that house? Like, did it feel like someone was watching you that wasn't there?
Constantly. And then there was a couple of times, I remember one instance specifically. I went into my bedroom, and it was like that half of the house was the creepiest compared to anywhere else. Like, it was my room and the room behind it. It was just fucking weird, like I don't want to be here vibes. Something is staring at me, watching me. I don't like it here. And then I walked into my bedroom to grab something off of my top bunk. I had bunk beds at the time. And I swear to fuck, I felt hands on my shoulder blades, and I'd like bashed my face into the bunk beds in front of me, and I had a fat lip from it.
Oh wow.
That was the worst that had ever happened to me. Mr. McInhose has had a couple paranormal experiences in this house, which is very strange because I have never experienced anything here. Like, I have never felt anything weird here or anything, but he, on the other hand, has had like 3 different occasions where he's seen shit move right in front of him. For like out of nowhere, and there's no way it could have moved by itself. Like the high chair slid across the floor one day.
Whoa.
I don't know.
And for those that don't know, a poltergeist, that's what you call a spirit that's able to react with the physical world.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Those are the most not fun. I prefer hauntings myself just because they're more reliable. Which joke, sorry.
The hauntings I would rather deal with are where the ghost is friendly, but the ones I don't want to deal with are poltergeists and spirits that are like aggressive.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They're unpredictable, and yeah, no. I'm not about that life. I am about that hoodoo life with all my oils and herbs and shit. I love to make candles and
hell yeah,
all sorts of fun oils and herbs and shit.
Which, speaking of that, Lady Chaos got her first tarot deck.
I got to see that.
Yeah, it was gifted to me by a really good friend.
Who's a fellow witch.
She's a witch. And she gave me her vintage or classic deck, and so I just gotta cleanse it and go with it, and yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. Well, shit, I'm wearing a tarot card shirt. It's the High Priestess. From there. This is the one that I was showing you, Lady. I think I showed you too, Dawn. It's got the yellow that looks like it's UV reactive on it.
Yes,
from Burial 13. It's my favorite, but I was gonna show you real quick. This is my Oracle deck. I fucking love Oracle decks, but it's called the Dark Mirror.
Ooh.
It's a shadow work deck. It's fucking beautiful.
Wow. That's gorgeous.
Maybe that's what you guys could do on the show too. You guys can like do tarot readings.
Oh, I'd fucking love to.
Yeah,
It's got some Anne Rice vibes in it.
Yeah, we're gonna do all kinds of shit.
Oh, this is my fucking favorite one.
Well, that was cool.
That's awesome.
Called Bride in a Cage.
Wow.
But yeah, Oracle decks, each Oracle deck has like their own theme, their own rule book that goes with the deck. And this being a shadow work deck, like, it kicks your ass and puts you in your place. Like, it tells you this is what the fuck you need to work on, and this is what you're doing wrong. Basically. I prefer Oracle over traditional tarot. It's too much to memorize.
Yeah. It's a lot. It is a lot.
It is. It is a lot. There's no shame in looking at the book, though. I don't like the people that like hate on readers who have to look at the book because there's over 50 cards in the fucking there's like I don't fucking remember the number, but yeah. No.
There's nothing wrong with looking at the book.
However, I do respect the ones who can do it legit without the book. I definitely respect that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
There's a voodoo shop in Omaha called the Conjure Shop, and the owner, she has a deck that she created just for herself. She's the only one that can read it. And when she reads it for you, she reads the entire deck. She spreads the entire deck on the table.
Oh, shit.
It's about like what cards end up in what order and how that all plays out. And she'll add decks in every now and then and read like 3 or 4 different decks at the same time and shit. Like, she's talented. She is talented.
That's cool.
Yes, I would live there if I could.
So besides ICP, what is some of like your other like favorite music like in general?
In general, I'm all over the fucking place. It really depends on my mood and what phase I'm in at the time. I'll bounce back and forth between like fucking Disturbed and Shankwell and Night Lavelle. I've been really obsessed with Night Lavelle lately. What else? I don't know. A lot of rock. Any rock. In This Moment is one of my favorite bands too. Maria Brink is a goddess, and if anyone argues with me, I'll fucking cut you.
Yeah, me and Lady Chaos have been in a Slipknot vibe lately, especially that self-titled album.
Yeah, their self-titled is the only one I really like.
Yeah, I gotta kind of agree there. I was obsessed with Joey Jordison. Like, he, as a performer, he was amazing to watch. That dude in their live shows would perform upside down in a fucking metal cage strapped to it. Like, that dude was insane. I loved him.
That's crazy.
But yeah, everybody expects me to love Slipknot because I'm from Iowa, and I do love some Slipknot. I like Corey Taylor in general, as a lyricist especially.
Yeah.
Right.
Anybody who is a good lyricist and a good writer, I always respect that shit. That's like my fucking bread and butter. If you have good lyrics, I could almost give a shit less about the rest of it. It's about like what the song talks about to me. But then again, at the same time, it is about the beats too. It really is. Because if it doesn't have the right beats and shit, you can't rock to it. So.
And that's like with ICP. It's not just crazy nonsense. There's times where they are lyrical as shit. Like when Jay sings, that motherfucker can sing sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the track Falling Apart or the song
Oh my God.
Time or Ain't No Time, you can feel that shit.
Falling Apart is one of my favorites.
Yes.
It's one of them. I fucking love it. And I have Dead Diary on repeat just because I wanted to wanted to listen to that again.
Yeah, that's a good song, and that's one thing I like with Ouija. He gets like ICP vibes. He has very subliminal stuff where you just gotta dig deep, and he does this elemental release. Like anyone who knows what the whole elemental thing where he borrowed that from. It's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a Ouija-holic. What can I say?
Me too.
I'm. Oh. Yep.
Whoops.
So, what would you, oh, where'd she go?
I think she'll be back.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
I fucking knocked my phone over. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So I want to ask you also, what's your favorite food, like your top 5 favorite foods?
That you can never get tired of eating.
And she keeps going away.
It might be the internet.
Yeah.
Somebody take away my back button, please. My favorite foods. I fucking love sushi. It's my favorite, and I haven't had it in a long time, so I'm angry about that.
Well, we promise when you come down here to Florida, we will take you to this really good sushi joint.
Yes.
Yes.
Please. We have like one good one up here. Other than that, fuck, I don't know. I can be kind of a picky eater because it depends on my mood a lot of the time, but obviously I love pizza. Who doesn't love pizza?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like junk food. I like all the shit that you shouldn't eat. And I did have like a brief Twitter interaction with Ouija over like the effects of veganism on your mental health and shit, and how it improved his.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was interested. I'm still interested in it. I just have other shit I gotta get on top of first.
Oh yeah, like people think all vegan food is terrible. I've actually eaten some good vegan food. I've eaten some good vegan.
Yeah.
I've eaten some good vegan burgers. Like I recently had a vegan hot dog or bratwurst. It was fucking good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I don't doubt that at all. I haven't actually tried much myself, but my hairstylist is vegan. And when we talk about it, she talks about stuff that sounds so fucking good. I'm like, okay, I need to remember this shit so I can go make that.
Right? It's so much more than tofu and beans and rice now.
Right.
There's so much more.
You got to be able to commit to it, though.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah, same. Because I love sugar and fat. So it's hard, it's hard to incorporate sugar and fat into a vegan diet.
Oh yeah, and it can be dangerous too. You got to be really careful with glucose levels.
Yeah.
And it's weird because supposedly spicy food supposedly is good for you, which, babe, didn't you used to say you used to be able to eat spicy food, but now you can't anymore?
I'm the exact opposite. I'm the opposite. Since I had my daughter, I love the spicy shit. I couldn't handle it before. I don't know what happened.
So you probably love those sushis where it's like has that spicy sauce on it.
Yes, like it's a crunch roll thing that has like spicy stuff. Well, I don't even know what my favorite sushi is called, but yeah, that's
there's this one I get. It's called the spicy tuna. It's so good.
Yeah. I like dragon rolls. Those are really good too. Those are good. The friggin' sauce they put on those. I'm lost in that sauce.
Lady Chaos got me into these ones. They're like called the Rockstar, I think.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Those ones are good.
Sounds familiar, but I don't think I've tried it.
They're like deep fried sushi, so it's like cooked sushi.
Yeah.
It's deep fried. I'm sure I'd love it. I'm a fat kid.
I know. I always laugh when people think all sushi is raw. I'm like, no, there is some
No.
sushi that's cooked.
I want to slap people that are so closed-minded on sushi. Guys, you gotta try it. Seriously. Even if you don't like raw fish, try the cooked. It's fucking, just do it.
Delicious. The literal translation of the word sushi means with rice. So sushi rolls that have rice are sushi rolls, whether they're cooked or raw. If there's no rice, it's called sashimi. That's the difference.
Interesting.
And Lady Chaos knows this because she used to work in a sushi bar.
I did. I worked in a sushi bar in college.
I would never leave. I would just never leave.
Yeah, we got at the end of my shift when I got my meal, I was like, I never knew what to get because I wanted everything.
Yeah, that's one thing. The place that I go to in Omaha, it's an all-you-can-eat lunch that they do usually that I go to, and you can order a shit ton of sushi. But if you don't eat all of it, you have to pay a certain amount or whatever.
Oh, do you? Oh, wow.
It's kind of like a funny challenge, but yeah. I always leave there way too fucking full and miserable, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
What up, Violent Ed?
So, another question we usually ask people, if you had to pick, what are your top 5 albums that like changed your life?
Top 5 albums.
Like any music in general.
Any genre, anything. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Great Malenko if it's ICP.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Or actually, I need to change that. And this may be a very unpopular opinion, and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say Fearless Fred Fury because of the sentimental value. It came out when I was pregnant and right about to have my daughter. And I went to the album release party, and Jump Steady scared me so bad I peed myself. I will never forget that. So yeah, that's gotta be for ICP. Otherwise, I would say Linkin Park's Self album. Absolutely. Evanescence, Fallen. Let me think. All that comes to mind is rock right now because that's the background music I'm hearing.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, so
I chose this background music because it's perfect.
It is perfect. Thank you. Believe by Disturbed. That's probably my number 5, isn't it?
No, I think you have 2 more.
2 more.
Thinking. Shit. There's Stained album. Okay, so Stained's 5th album, I can't even remember the name of that right now, which is sad because it's one of my favorites, obviously. Gutter Water for sentimental value, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first Ouija album that I heard. That's all I can think of right now. That makes me sad. I'm gonna have to think about that later. I feel like I should have more solid favorites, but they change so often that...
That does happen.
Yeah, I'm very indecisive. Very.
Another thing why I've told people is what makes music good. When you know music is timeless and good when it reaches more than one generation of people.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. Because society changes so much through every generation, and if it still applies, then that's saying something.
Yeah.
And I think that's why juggalos are cool, because we're the last real subculture out there.
Mm-hmm. I agree. It makes me feel kind of special, doesn't it?
Right? I know. Yeah.
Warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, what questions do you have? If you want, you could even ask me and Lady Chaos questions too, just so the audience can get familiar with you guys too.
Whoop whoop, Charles Reeves in the house.
Whoop, whoop. I can't see the chat all the time, and half the time I hit my back button, so I try not to go in there. Okay, there's one thing you gotta know about me. Lithium Queen's kind of an airhead, especially with technology and remembering things.
I am too sometimes. I think we all are.
That's why I write everything down.
Oh man, I should. I have lots of notes in my phone. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, as I get older, I think I have ADD as I get older more.
Oh man, I have adult onset ADHD. It's a bitch. It's a bitch. You know if you have it, so I'm sure if you think you have it, you probably do.
Yeah.
If it affects your life to a certain degree. Yep.
And I overthink stuff. Like, you could tell Lady
Oh,
Chaos,
yeah.
I always overthink stuff. Like, sometimes
Yeah,
when I should be sleeping, I'll be, like, thinking of ideas for stuff, and she'll be like, babe, aren't you coming to bed? I'm like, hold on, I'm thinking of something right now.
You know how fucking hard I can relate to that.
It's hard to turn your brain off sometimes.
Oh my god. So Lithium Queen just recently fell asleep at the wheel and is not allowed to drive anymore. So she needs to start sleeping. That's the goal. Regularly, there you go.
Yeah.
Get a good 6 hours here and there, but that's not cool. We need some regular. That's why I'm such an airhead.
Well, the average person can get 6 hours of sleep and still be good.
Yeah. For some reason, ever since I got pregnant, I can only, normally on the regular basis, I sleep 3 to 4 hour stretches, and that's all I can do. It's like I get a nap and my body's fucking awake.
Yeah.
Like, no, not time yet.
Or as I used to when I used to smoke cigarettes, I'd be like, okay, let me just have my morning coffee and cigarettes.
Oh my god.
Good.
Yes. Me, my fucking dumbass traded one addiction for the other, but you know what? It is cheaper. So, I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
I saved a little money, but goddamn. It's healthier. There's that too. And people will argue with me all day long, and I'm like, don't look at the United States studies. They're biased, and everything's about money. You got to look at the overseas studies.
They're so biased.
Yes, especially with when you look at marijuana studies, look overseas. Look at studies out of Finland and fucking Holland and Amsterdam and look at those.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are based on the actual fucking medical research. Look over here, and you're getting whatever bullshit makes them the most money. That's what you're getting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and a little bit of backstory on that. The whole marijuana is bad thing didn't start with the war on drugs. It started back when we were a baby of a nation, and the lumber industry was competing with the hemp industry.
Yep.
And the government and the lumber industry collectively shut down the hemp industry, made all of it illegal, saying that it was, a bad substance and everything, because hemp is a better quality of paper, wood, rope, anything you can think of, clothing. And it's in a lot of my hair products now, and I swear by them. Hemp and CBD and just cannabis all the fucking way. Absolutely. And it's more sustainable. It's more sustainable. It's easier to farm, and it's less damaging to the environment to grow. And Violent Ed said it right. Fucking Nancy Reagan.
Yep.
Just say no. Fuck you, Nancy Reagan, and your war on drugs. Fuck you.
Agreed. If it weren't for cannabis, I would not still be in recovery. I can say that absolutely 100% definitively. In fact, if it weren't for cannabis, I probably wouldn't be alive, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be completely honest. But
yeah, Lady Chaos has found out the wonders of cannabis, that it helps with a lot of her pain issues.
It really does. Yeah.
Honestly, it doesn't always help with my pain, but my fucking head, for damn sure it helps with. Like, nothing else manages my PTSD symptoms but cannabis.
Same.
It's a
I
miracle.
tell people, it's only a bad thing if you let it control your life and where you get it out of control.
Exactly.
Right. Does it make your life unmanageable? Does it rule your life? Then you might want to explore that as a problem.
Exactly. Yes. You might want to take a little break and revisit. I know I probably could use one.
Yeah,
and it's funny.
We're all high right now, dude.
and it's funny, the whole thing about hemp. A lot of people seem to forget is the Declaration of Independence is made from hemp.
That's hilarious.
A lot of our founding fathers grew hemp. It wasn't just tobacco. So yes, this country was founded on stoners, probably.
Oh yes, we're fucking innovative. I mean, come on.
Yes.
Like, I always like when Lady Chaos explains this, how they maybe accidentally legalized weed, like in Florida. Like, explain the 2018 Farm Bill, honey.
The 2018 Farm Bill was proposed to Congress as something that would help. The hemp industry, and little did they know they were in essence and essentially legalizing the sale, the production, sale, distribution of THC on a much larger level than ever before. So now you can get a 0.3%.
Yep, I was just gonna say that's federally legal now.
It is federal law. Yes, you can ingest, sell, distribute, and own THC as long as it's an edible form and it is 0.3% THC or less.
And that's here in Florida, right?
That
is federal.
That's federal.
So
see, and this is why we should have a podcast.
Yes, any state that wishes to participate in that can, but they also have the right to say, no, we don't want to go by that, and continue to criminalize marijuana and cannabis.
Like with the deltas, like in Iowa, it's only legal if it's an edible form. If it's any kind of combustible form, if you can smoke it at all, it is illegal. In any of the deltas. In Nebraska, however, the combustibles are legal. So you can have the Delta 8 and Delta 9 and 10 cartridges and the HCGs and whatnots. Those are legal as long as they are unopened in the package. If they catch you with one open, and then you're getting a ticket. It's
that
so
really
fucking
doesn't
stupid.
make any sense. Yeah.
No, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Ugh.
It's all about money. That's all it is.
It really is. You know, it really is. Which is strange because the war on drugs has cost this nation more money than all other wars combined.
Yep.
And people forget, who do you think maybe brought those drugs into the country?
The very same people who are saying, hey, you're going to jail for a very long time for a nonviolent offense if you did it.
Yeah, we're just gonna fill up our prisons for no goddamn reason with the wrong fucking people and call it good.
Like if you watch like heroin dealers back then, when they would get their stuff from Vietnam, they would smuggle heroin, get this, in soldiers' coffins into the country. How fucked up is that?
Yeah, pretty fucking sad. Pretty fucking sad.
Yep. That was like their main source of distribution throughout the Vietnam War. from what I recall.
And that's why a lot of troops, when they came home and in Vietnam, a
Right.
lot of them became addicted to heroin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because my grandma's like ex-boyfriend was in Vietnam, and he said he tried it once when he was over there, and he's like, nope, never again.
Yeah, war's fucking stupid. People
Yeah.
don't need to be so extra all the time. Everybody just needs to fucking take a bong rip.
Right?
Yeah, like he would always tell me, he's like, as a Vietnam vet, I can say that's one conflict we never should have gotten involved in.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole lot. That's a rabbit hole that we should save for Let's
Right.
Dish.
Yeah.
Or for let's
That's
Yeah, because I watch a lot of like history documentaries. Lady Chaos can tell you that. Like I watch stuff on World War II, the Cold War.
I'm that way with true crime.
Every time
Hey.
every time I fall asleep, I wake up and he's asleep, and there's a fucking documentary on TV.
The true crime is always on my fucking
Or it's a true crime documentary
Yeah.
too.
if you like true crime documentaries, have you seen the Crime Weekly podcast?
Oh, what?
It's called Crime Weekly. It's
No.
it's on all platforms now. But it's Stephanie Harlow. She's got a few psychology degrees. And then Derek Levasseur, he's a retired police detective. And they do deep dives into cases. And some of them, like some of the bigger cases that they've done have been like 6 to 8 parts long. They go deep.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Sounds
if
like a
you
good
like
listen.
true crime, yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
we
They
do.
go deep. It's good, and you get to see different perspectives. Like you get to see where they would work from the police, or the police's perspective, and all that, and you get an insight into the forensics. Is more what I like about it.
Yeah. I do like forensics. I have a degree in criminal justice, and when I took forensics, I was in heaven. It was
That's
great.
dope. I
loved
was in a jumpstart program for criminal justice my senior year, but
Oh, that's
life
cool.
happened, and I didn't.
As it often does, yeah.
Yeah. Like the original plan when I discovered that I couldn't be Amy Lee, my plan was to actually, I wanted to be an FBI profiler really fucking bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
life
I always
happens.
wanted to be like a crime scene investigator.
Yes.
Yeah, I did crime scene investigation in college, and it was pretty interesting. It was.
And it was pretty cool when I took that test because we were playing like a game in school to see who could like solve the murder case. And me and my friend were the only ones that were able to solve the murder case. No one else
cool.
even came close. So everyone's like, you should have been a criminal justice person.
Mm-hmm. I'm more into the like, I want to pick their brain. Like, I want to know what makes people do those fucked up things. Like, I just
And I
want to
think that's
dive
why
in.
everyone likes Jeffrey Dahmer, because everyone still doesn't know what his motive was. He doesn't even know. And
This is true.
They've studied his brain so much that they still can't even find anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It was to hear him describe it. It was an urge to have complete control over another human being.
Yep.
And that human being be docile but not dead.
Yes. Yeah, and he did achieve that once.
Right.
It was like kind of a botched lobotomy in a way,
Yeah.
basically. But
Yeah.
the dude lived for a while.
For a while, yeah.
Unfortunately. my favorite would have to be Edmund Kemper, because he was one who he had committed a few murders and then he got caught, but they sent him to a mental institution.
Oh.
And he was able to convince them that he was reformed, and he got paroled. And that's when he went on his actual killing spree. And I believe he ended it with his mom, cut her head off, and whatted her head before he was done. Yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
I did the psychology there, like how there was more than one doctor involved. So how did you convince however many of those mofos that you were okay to be let out into society? I wanna dive into that.
That is true sociopathy
And manipulation.
and
Yes.
psychopathy. That is true sociopathy and psychopathy. For sure.
And narcissist type shit.
Well, yeah, narcissism falls into
God complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I learned that a lot of people that are perceived to be normal, they're just as scary as the people like us that are seen as the bad people.
They're worse. Way worse.
That's why I have a shirt. It says "Normal people scare me."
Yes. Yes. They're the scariest. Like most of the true crime cases that you watch, they'll be about those normal people.
Yeah.
We were watching one about this lady. She just seemed like a sweet, elderly old lady, and you find out all the fucked up shit she did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People will surprise you.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
All right. Well, I am getting hungry. So, is there anyone you want to shout out or anything you want to plug while we're here?
I just want to shout out Core Horror. Obviously, their music is fucking dope. Check them out. Okay. I'll be at Main Stage with all of us girls that are going to be on stage while they perform. We're going to go by the Coralettes while we're on stage. I want to shout out Aaron Romero for making me laugh and cheering me up so that my anxiety calmed down so I could come back on here. Check out his music, Aaron Romero. He's fucking dope. He has a newer track with Hex, No Love. Yeah, I think that's all I got.
All right. So check out Lithium Queen. Her links to her socials are going to be in the description. 18 content, but she's an amazing woman. So talk to her, get to know her. We love her. So thanks for being on.
I love you guys.
We love you too.
Thank you for having me.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hell yeah.
So yes, that was Lithium Queen. I love her. She's great. She's so great.
And you guys heard it. Lithium Queen and Lady Chaos have their own branch of their podcast coming out called Let's Sesh, which makes sense because Lady Chaos and Lithium.
Yes. So yes, check out Let's Sesh. It'll be premiering Wednesday, June 7th at 9 p.m. Eastern on my YouTube and my Twitch. And I do believe on Lithium Queen's YouTube as well. Links down in the description. And we will be every Wednesday from then on out at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep, so now you guys know. This is why Lady Chaos has been coming on the Hours of Chaos podcast, because I've been preparing her and helping her and motivating her to launch her own podcast. So a lot of this was my creation idea, so that's why I'm putting in a lot of work to help these two have their show.
Yes, huge thank you and shout out to Don Chaos for being so supportive. You're amazing, and I love you so much.
Hell yeah. And I just want to give a shout out, of course, to my sponsor, which of course is Blind Death Clothing. So links down below, get yourself some Blind Death Clothing swag, as well as Carnival Spirits and Don Chaos drip.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for having me on the show, babe. Lady Chaos out. And good night.
Yeah, later. Hell yeah, y'all. So big things happening. Now, if anyone's wondering, yes, me and Lady Chaos are still going to do our Love and Chaos podcast, but also Lady Chaos and Lithium are going to be doing their own show. It's like they said earlier, if you guys watched, it's time that we get the Juggalettes a chance to have their own podcast. And there's not a lot of Juggalette YouTubers out there. Like, there's some, but it's very rare. So now we are going to have a chance to have the ladies have a podcast as well and let them interview people, which is dope. Of course, you guys can always know that the Hours of Chaos podcast is going to be live always on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern time always. We have some very good, dope guests lined up for this month in June, and we already are looking into having some very dope guests lined up for the month of July. So, our next guest is going to be June 11th, and our next guest is going to be my bro from Trash Boy Entertainment's own Will Gates. He's going to be on the show on the 11th, so make sure you guys tune into that. Like, if you guys seen on the channel, you see the Hours of Chaos podcast like trailer. You know, your boy puts in a lot of work to do those trailers, y'all. Don Chaos, your boy, y'all. I'm always constantly working, y'all. Working on something. And hard work pays off. Hopefully it does. You know, a lot of people can take the easy way to get to where they want to get, you know, and sometimes that's fine, but, you know, what I've learned in life, sometimes you got to work to get to where you want to be. Hard work pays off. The easy way does always seem like the easy way, but it's probably not the best way. Your boy's been putting in work and doing this for 10 years, and hopefully it starts to pay off, y'all. It looks like it's starting to. This show's been going strong for 6 years, and it's going to keep going for as long as it's going. Because you guys know this show's my baby. You know, this show's my way to help promote people. Like, the whole premise of this show was to spread promotion and talk about stuff going on in the Juggalo world and community and promote music and whatnot. And you know, guys know we have like 3 different types of guests on this show. We have up and coming people on this show. So we'll probably we have people on the show that people probably never heard of, but you're eventually going to know because they're up and coming. Everyone starts out up and coming. Everyone's got to start somewhere. But on this show, we have up and coming people. People that people are somewhat known that are making some noise. And then of course we have legends and veterans on this show. And then, you know, we also will shine light on juggalos that are doing and juggalettes that are doing their own thing, that maybe like have their own like clothing company or their own something. You know, even juggalos that are having their own company. Like, you guys know, this podcast is my baby. You know, this channel is my baby as well, you know. Carnival Spirits is my baby. And shouts to Scotty for creating Carnival Spirits. So yeah, y'all. Yeah, we got a lot to look forward to, y'all. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And if you don't know that the Hours of Chaos podcast is live on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you should know by now. And if you still don't know, now you know what the fuck going on, Terry. Deuces, y'all. See you guys on the 11th for our guest. Next guest, Will Gates, y'all, of Trash Boy Entertainment. Deuces, y'all.